It's Week 15 of the 2022 season, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bills and the Bears, next on Madden Football.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. He's going to air one out. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A huge play there for Chicago. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Kaepernick. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive, INT. On second down, it's Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big gain there for the Bills. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. They'll dump this off to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down. To throw, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. A give. This is Montgomery. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit.
Touchdown Bears! Jacoby Myers, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bears have retaken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Allen's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DK Metcalf. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Yeah, this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
Flush to his right. Open space inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll run with Montgomery. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line.
Pass some of this. Pass some of this.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there just before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start in the NFC, a division matchup pitting New Orleans against Atlanta. And it's the Saints who are out in front. Jameis Winston with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Darrell Henderson, a touchdown run in the victory. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
That's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw, Kaepernick.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now this is fielded in. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
The name Wrong Way Marshall comes to mind.
You said it. You said it.
This might be worse than that, though. It is. This is worse than that.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We knew he had the potential to give this defense fits with his arm, but he's really given them fits with his legs in this one.
Got him tied knots, doesn't he? Because you can see the indecision all the way through. Because when you're defending an RPO and you have to have the proper assignments, that means you're thinking instead of reacting, and he's taking full advantage of that, having a big game.
2nd and 11 now.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick.
That's complete to Mooney.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive, and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Allen now on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. It's complete to Fuller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bills. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Steps away. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations, they thought he couldn't run it? No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Kaepernick. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Kaepernick going to throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, Montgomery. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. Montgomery, they'll run for it. Pushes him over. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Chicago, their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year.